I've been wanting to do these sort of water drops for a while now. So I finally got round to it, and I've done them in two different ways. And you will see the difference. I hope you're going to enjoy it. Welcome, everyone. My name is Janice, and thank you for joining. And yeah, I had such fun doing this. So this one that I'm doing at the moment, I had already poured this black base layer. I had excess resin. So it's cured, it's been standing for a few days, and I've taken some UV resin and I'm doing a whole lot of just random dots all over the base of, on top of that black resin. I'm putting it under my UV light for about a minute to a minute and a half. And they're going to come out nicely cured. Okay, so with this coaster now, this is going to be the top of your coaster. And I've got some chameleon powders that I'm going to rub over the top of these little dots now that are quite, they're raised up. And I'm just going to use a soft brush, and I'm just going to randomly put some colors over the top. So these chameleon powders are actually really nice. The colors are beautiful. I did get them off, I cannot remember if it was Temu or Shein, but they have them there, and I honestly don't have a problem with them. They work really well. The colors are stunning. So if you are looking for some, and I can recommend them. You'll see at the end, the colors are very pretty. So you're always going to have a bit of leftover loose powder. Just get that off, because with this one, I'm going to be pouring a clear resin over this now. So if you've got loose powder there, it's going to mix in with your clear resin. And you don't really want that. So I've got 40 grams of resin. So 1-to-1 resin, and I'm just doing a top layer. Now I actually didn't fill it right to the top. And so off camera, later on after this had cured, I did actually do another thin layer over the top. And then just make sure you get your bubbles out, and I've put it aside. So this is the second one I want to do. Now with this one, I'm going to also use my UV resin, and I'm going to put the little drops straight onto my mold. And you're going to see the different effect you get. Now I have in the past, I've used just a standard normal resin, not the UV resin. But if you do that, just remember, you have to let your resin stand and get thick. Otherwise, your dots are going to blend into each other. So, and then obviously you've got to let it stand and cure for overnight or a few hours. But I'm using the UV resin on this just because it's quick, and I can finish the project in a day. And the same thing, I've put in under my UV light for a minute and a half. So I'm just going to use a few of the different colors now of the chameleon powders. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to randomly sort of blend some colors over here, over these cured dots. I'm using a soft brush. You can also use like a makeup brush. And I love the colors. The colors don't always come out exactly as you see them on here. For example, you'll see at the end, that golden yellow one that I used actually comes out quite greenish. So just bear that in mind, when you are doing it. The colors can kind of be a little bit different once you've poured your resin in. And then just do the same. Just tip off any of the excess powder that you have on there. You can see the color shift there. It's beautiful. And then I mixed 40 grams of resin again. It's a 1-to-1 resin. And I added a little bit of black mica powder to it. And I'm going to pour that over the top. Now that's going to be the underside of this coaster. And then just make sure you get rid of any bubbles. And then I covered both of them and I left them overnight. Right, so this is the first one we did, where I put the UV resin over the black base. And the dots, the little droplets are raised. Now you can't, because I've put a clear coat over the top, you're obviously not going to feel that they are raised. The top is smooth. But looking at it, they stand up. And then with this one, it's totally different. They're flat and they kind of have some of them are concave. They kind of have a concave look to them. This is the one that I think I prefer. I mean, they both have their place, but I think this is gorgeous. And you can see how that yellow actually kind of turned out quite green. So that's the two different looks. One of them is raised and the other one is more flat. So that was the one that was flat. And then this one was the one that was raised. So this was an extra one that I just did on the side, just because I had leftover stuff and I didn't want it to go to waste. And I just did the flat look, and I just used a few of the different colors. So I think it's very pretty. I really like this look. And that's the dragony look, the kind of a reptilian sort of scaly, which also has its place. But I definitely like the flat one. But thank you so much for watching. I hope it's inspired you a bit. And I had great fun, and I love them. The colors are, it's just different. The colors are beautiful. It just gives an unusual look to them. So yeah, at some point I'm definitely going to do a set for someone. So until the next one, thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. It does help. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one.